Hey everybody, this is Lewis Speaks 2019, and today was a rough day. Today is one of those days when you wish you had someone to talk to, someone to come home to, someone to wrap their arms around you and tell you that everything is going to be okay. But I don't have that. So this requires me to engage in self-care. Joy. Sometimes I realize you just want something familiar. You don't want to have to think about methods and strategies and implement those strategies to try to make yourself feel better. Sometimes you just want someone who can just hold you, or even a family member who can just talk you through it. I don't have that. My mother, right now as we speak, is on the bottle. She calls me today at 10 o'clock a.m., drunk, pretending that I don't know that she's drunk. So I asked her numerous times, don't call me when you've been drinking. She violated that boundary yet again. And I realized that, I'm just tired. I'm tired. Thinking back about my childhood, every time she drinks, I'm just transported back in time. Back in time to that little boy who was just traumatized by her drinking. And I'm tired of that nonsense. Alcoholic parents really turn their kids into trauma containers. They really do. When you are an alcoholic, you turn your child into a trauma container. You make life dangerous for them. It's to the point where I don't want to tell anybody about my feelings. I'm so used to keeping things secret, keeping things hushed. I don't want to tell anybody about my feelings because I'm so used to taking care of their feelings. And if I were to tell them about my feelings, then I have to take care of their feelings and their reactions. And it's just too much feeling. It's too much feeling that I have to manage. You know what I'm saying? It's too hard. It's too heavy. My role has always been to listen, to take care of other people's feelings, and I'm sick of that role. I have feelings too. I have needs too. I have feelings. But I'm so used to taking care of the emotions of everybody else that I can't address those feelings comfortably without feeling guilty about taking care of my feelings, without feeling as though I'm letting someone down or I'm not being a good person. The shame is enduring when you grow up in a home rocked by addiction and alcoholism. You become a sitting duck. You just become unable to express emotion healthy. You're riddled with shame and guilt, and you're just, ugh. And when I say alcoholic, I use that term loosely with my mother. In all actuality, she is a problem drinker. She does fit the bill. But like I mentioned before, alcoholism is chronic and progressive. That means that it may start off as problem drinking, but it has the option of progressing on to full-blown alcoholism. My mother doesn't realize this because she's not a counselor. She don't understand certain concepts. But whatever. But when I use alcoholism here, I don't mean that my mother has physical dependence on liquor. She doesn't have the physical withdrawals and all that, but she does struggle with drinking. Every time she drinks, there is a problem. Every time. And with her, it's just, I always feel like her needs always supersede mine. All the time, even with this video. If you notice with this video, I'm talking about her needs constantly. But that really jacked me up today. That's one thing. And then I have client confessions. My clients come to me confessing so many things about their lives, and sometimes you just see them going down the drain. You see them circling the drain. You see them going through the same shit that you went through. And it's like you want to try to provide supportive counseling. You want to tell them, no, don't. But then what can you do? You just got to let them cycle through it. It's part of the development. It's part of their journey. It's part of them coming full circle. So you just got to sit back and just enjoy the show. So that's, once again, byproduct of my codependency, always trying to rescue and save other people from their lives and taking on the burden and over caring and taking over responsibility for other people's issues. Like I said, man, growing up the way I grew up, man, And then I realized that I tried to wear this mask of respectability. Always trying to wear this mask, trying to make sure that I'm a professional, always trying to wear this mask. You know, I carry my childhood with me, but at work, I leave it because I know that, or I feel that other people will not understand, you know? And I work with people that they have families that are functioning, they have traditions, they have holidays, they have get-togethers, they have cousins, nieces, nephews. I don't have that. You know, I don't have a father figure. You know, I got a mother who's a freaking drunkard. I got a sister who basically we don't interact as often as we should. You know, our relationship is tenuous. We're trying to build something, but right now it's just, you know, it's just, I'm always wondering when she's gonna not call again. And I just feel like, you know, something, I just have no real support. And when you don't feel loved in this world, the thing about it is you become susceptible to being taken advantage of by other people. You become susceptible to being hurt by other people. And I just realized that I need to really build my network of support because you can't do this alone. You need help. You need people that genuinely care about you, that want to seek you out, that care if they haven't seen you in a week or 2 weeks. I asked myself, if I died in this apartment, would anybody come and find me? Would they look for me? The only people that would look for me is the landlord because I haven't paid the rent. That's the only person that I feel would look for me. My mother, she's on a trip right now. I don't know where she is. She's on Griefville trying to process her own traumas. And for her, I feel for her so much. I feel so much for my mother. But at the same time, it's like I don't know how to help her. I don't know how to help her. So I got to focus on helping myself right now. Because honestly, this can't go on. The way that I've been going home, like I come home, I basically lay in my bed and I go to bed. You know, I go to bed. I don't even, you know, enjoy anything anymore. And maybe I'm functionally depressed. I don't know. But the way I'm going right now, it's not sustainable. It's not. And I just don't want to interact with people, to be honest, because I feel that I give more than I get. I feel that I give out more than I get. These people don't listen. They don't really care genuinely. All they do is see what you can do for them. How can someone show me that they care about me? By genuinely listening, by being empathetic. And empathy means to suffer with. One definition of empathy means to suffer with. And what I mean is that we sit together and we try to work out a plan to try to help each other out of this madness. You know? Sharing. You know, a genuine sharing, that's how you know when someone genuinely cares. They want to share what's going on with you. It hurts them too, because to see you in pain hurts them. These people ain't in pain. When they see you in pain, they're happy. They're joyous because it makes them feel better about their own lives. I don't see no genuine, very rarely do I see a genuineness. You know, from my mother, I thought there was genuineness, but that was probably a mask. I don't know. I just realized that I got to pull myself up by my own bootstraps because waiting on other people, man, you got to rescue yourself. You are the hero in your own story. And I have had to always be the damn hero. Always. Tired of saving myself 24/7. If I got to save myself, I might as well be by myself. But anyway, let me go make myself some dinner and do some self-care because if I don't do it, who will? Lewis Speaks, feeling just very, very frustrated, alone. And it's just one of those days, guys. We all have those days. I know this too shall pass, but I got to cycle through this. Anyhow, Lewis Speaks, 2019. Peace.